Hello and welcome to our playthrough of 4 Resident Evil Kitty Edition. On
That is that's almost as good as Drive 3 or which mode did you pick?
I am picking normal mode. I'm not doing professional, and I'm
And
using.
you're going with the classic RPD uniform. Thank God.
What, you don't like the?
No, I just
I
hate
like his coat.
I like his coat. I just hate the story of this game, and any throwback to 2 is a good throwback in my opinion. I
Well,
hate
that's
this
why I did it,
prologue.
Solaris, for
I
you.
hate this prologue. I hate this prologue. I hate this prologue. I hate this.
Let's summon up the entire series in 1 minute.
No, let's
3
throw it
paragraphs.
away. The first 5 seconds of the game by saying Umbrella died while we were looking the other way.
But we
6
didn't have a
years
video
later-
game to showcase that.
Do you know something? The whole 6 years later thing and the 8 years later that takes place in 5, it's a really stupid gimmick of having the game take place in the same year that it's released. That's the only purpose the time skip serves. What the hell? Why?
Stocks?
Yeah, Umbrellas went bankrupt off screen. We're not gonna find out how or why until some stupid rail shooter that they released for the Wii after this game.
Or it could just be Wesker went into the Matrix and hacked it.
Or a wizard did it.
I'm not terribly fond of Matrix Wesker actually, but I think he's overhated by the fan base. I know Gaming Goose hates him though.
And we begin with Spanish music.
What an odd opening for a Resident Evil game. I will give it
Suddenly,
this.
we're playing
Graphics
somebody on.
are fucking amazing.
Hey, look, it's a game made a year and a half on the GameCube. It still looks better than Twilight Princess.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you gotta give the game product. Even today, the game still looks incredible.
The forest is awesome. It's like it looks almost at the time it came out. I hadn't seen like Xbox 360 graphics or anything. At the time it
Well,
came
this
out.
came out in 2005 before those
Mind-blowing.
were even shown, so...
I know it's mind blowing. It's like not to say remake didn't look good, and but remake it did it all with pre-rendered shit. This does it all in 3D, and it's awesome. Actually,
Do we ever get names for these two guys?
I know I should probably save this for RE2, but his police uniform looks like no other police uniform you ever see in the Resident Evil series, ever.
Because it's awesome.
Even the other Raccoon City police just look like normal police, but he has this, like, some
Well, that's
kind of
because they're red shirts.
Pretty much.
And you know
These
what?
guys are red shirts too.
He has a haircut that no fucking police officer would ever allow.
Well, actually, that kind of answers your question earlier. What these two names are? They don't have names, so we can immediately assume
They're
red
going
shirts.
to die. They're gonna fucking die, and they had 2 days until retirement.
No, they were just out of the academy and also had 2 days until retirement.
Hey, there's a message for the kids. That's good for the Wii, right? Leon don't smoke. No, he only does
Don't smoke it.
Only fucking smokes
And don't
pot.
piss on the side of the roads of haunted villages.
Like, you can play around with knives all you want, but smoking that's just that's no.
Because you've got to have a nice
That's-
spike.
The most obscure messages ever.
Did you notice the steam rising up from his urine?
Yeah.
It
Got one of
has
those.
more to do with the fog than anything.
No,
No.
that's a little
Well,
too much
missed,
attention to detail.
It's like they actually added that in. Seriously, why?
Somebody was given the job of programming the steam from someone's piss. So, what did
Okay.
you think?
I'll give Resident Evil 4 this. It does actually feel like a horror game part of the time, but what I really don't like about the gameplay is that it eventually becomes almost entirely action.
Well, it's not supposed to be. Turn
It's like-
90 degrees. Turn 90 degrees. Aim. Pew.
Well, this game is not even classified as survival horror. It's survival action, isn't it?
It's just action.
It actually is classified as survival horror, and so is Resident Evil 5.
Well, at least this one tries to be scary every once in a while.
Blatant
5 is
false
just.
advertise. 5 is completely unscary until you get to that one section with the liquors in it. And then it takes on a Resident Evil atmosphere with files and shit, and you get one brief glimpse of what Resident Evil gameplay could look like if it were properly evolved. But most of the time, it's just this, you know, something that doesn't even look like a Resident Evil game.
Loud and clear.
You know,
I'm sorry, but what kind of name is Ingrid?
Ingrid Hunnigan.
I like this. I like a YouTube poop I found where they replaced Hunnigan with a cat. So he's talking to a cat the entire time.
This is
Holy shit, Leon's a furry.
Good. Talk to you later. Leon.
It's like you thought Elise kissing Sonic the Hedgehog was bad. Oh no. By the way, you can shoot the birds and get hand grenades.
Well, it's better than stealing hand grenades from fish, according to Spoonie.
It's even more out of context in this because although you get randomly placed items in Resident Evil games, and some of the puzzles and environmental things don't make sense, at least the item placement kind of does.
Excuse me.
But in this game, they just take random item placement and you know, like they just go out the ass with it.
You know, I think that's the last thing a villager wants to see is some American can barge in the house with a gun.
And you wonder why the rest of the world hates us.
Why did he have his gun out at that point? It makes no sense.
And why does he turn to the right instead of just turning to the left?
It makes no sense. At least in Resident Evil 5, they had the sense to put in a little section where you're just walking around with no weapons.
Deleted scene. Deleted scene. Leon whips out a translation book because he has no idea what he's saying.
It's like he has his gun out when he's here. It's like what that it's like Leon is the most raging racist on the planet.
Bam,
of course, it's a good thing he has his gun out because
curve stomp. Oh, you're just gonna whack him with a knife. It's like stab.
You can actually conserve a lot of ammo by using the knife timely. It's actually quite a lot more useful.
So, what happened? I don't know. He came in with a gun, shot me in the face, kicked me, and stabbed me.
Oh, I did. Oh, what's your name? Rasputin.
Yeah, you see, you know, I don't know why Leon is assuming that this guy was attacking him. He came into the guy's house with a gun out.
There was a hostile local.
You expect him to you know, respond with teen crumpets?
Get out of there and go toward the village. Take whatever measures necessary for
Of course he's gonna try to cut your motherfucking head off. Now the rest of these guys. Oh, if you check the guy, you get this little message that says he's not a zombie.
Yeah,
right.
And it went downhill from there.
He is not a zombie. My weapon also is very effective against living people.
You know what? I think it was Shadow Leggy. It might have been someone else's little animated spoof, but they did a bit about that part where he looks down at the zombie and says he is not a zombie. I think. Oh,
he got hit by the second guy.
How do you get hit by a Ganado? Come on, you just run into a corner, turn around, and shoot them all in the face before they have a chance to get to you.
Swipe. Swipe.
And for anyone questioning me why exactly I'm playing the Wii version, well, it's because it has the GameCube graphics and the PS2 extras. The best of both worlds.
Yes, indeed. Although I hear that the pointer technology makes it a bit too easy.
Well, you can get headshots a lot easier, so...
Yeah, and you can shoot birds.
Although it kind of depends on whether or not you're using...
Save the wolf. Yay,
yeah, it helps you in a boss fight if you save it later, which is kind of...
Why would I wouldn't save it?
Kind of cool. Don't run into any of the bombs.
I'm not going to run into any
bombs.
Traps. You know how many times I've played this game?
It's a trap.
What?
Running through this section, like, recklessly on your first playthrough is a bad idea, because there are bear traps hidden in the grass.
Kick! Fuck, kick!
Swipe.
Yeah, actually, saving ammo like that in the beginning is kind of a good idea.
No,
although
I know it is. It's just that I always laugh at his animation of it. It just looks like he was gently stroking him with the knife. It's like, swipe.
Well, they barely even changed the animation from Zero and Remake. They just gave it a tilt and let you aim it. Of course, if you check that body stuck on the wall there, Leon will make a remark about how there's no sexual discrimination in this village. Because...
Whoa, that guy just flew off the screen. I'm sorry.
And he's nowhere to be seen.
He's nowhere near. Back, finish him off.
I'm going to clarify my position right now. I do like Resident Evil 4. I find it to be a blast to play. I just hate it in the context of Resident Evil.
Well, all the stories kind of suck, so...
Yeah, but when you put them together, they're actually kind of good. And Resident Evil 4 throws that all out the window blithely in the first 5 seconds of the game, and then turns out something even worse.
So you think it's a good game, you just don't think it should be Resident Evil?
I think they should have made it a new series like they did with Devil May Cry. The last time they tried making Devil May Cry Resident Evil 4 and came out with something new. Make sense?
I don't know.
That's a good segue to end the part into one.
Yeah.